Navigating those negative reviews. I'm Karen Beery with Right Now Editing, where we turn good manuscripts into great books.
And I'm Peg Thomas, multi-award winning author and editor, and we are two editors for 5 minutes.
And we
Set
thought we'd
timer.
oh, I'm going. We
Okay,
thought
good.
we'd kick off the new year by talking about those bad book reviews. Why not?
Yeah, because every now and then we just have to talk about those, don't we?
Because the fact of the matter is, you're not for everybody. I'm
No.
not for everybody, and that's fine. Um, but there are those people who are going to take it personally that you're not their favorite, and they're going to tell the world about it. So, Peg,
And number one, absolutely number one, never, ever, ever respond to these people online. Just don't. It's not worth it. You're gonna come off looking petty, even if even if they're being a total jerk about it, like using really derogatory language about you personally, not even just your books. I mean, they will get pretty personal sometimes. You can't respond. Um, Much better is to just go, buy a pint of ice cream, drowned it in some chocolate chip or something. Um, and in person, if you have a chance, or in an email. I've had people email me. If you want to engage, be gracious. Always be gracious. And you can be gracious by asking questions. What could I have done to make this scene better for you? What could I have done to make this book work for you? If you want to engage them that way because you feel like they're contacting you in earnestness, be gracious about it.
and see, my approach is a little different. I'm not going to ask people for what would have worked for them because that is so subjective. And what might have worked for them might not have really worked for the story.
Right.
Because you
Well,
might have hit
if
something
but let me just stop there because when you ask them like that, that doesn't mean you're going to use their suggestions.
right.
All right. You're just being gracious and magnanimous about it.
And maybe because I just don't want feedback from people who don't know what they're talking about. Um, my approach generally is just say, well, I'm sorry that, this didn't appeal to you. Thank you for letting me know. And then I'll ask them something like, is there a book that you liked that you could recommend to me? Or, would you like recommendations for authors that might fit your interests?
And both those are gracious ways to connect. And I only do that if I feel like they are reaching out earnestly wanting to connect for some reason. If
Yeah.
they're just wanting to gripe and move on, just ignore it. But
Um,
I do want to make this point too. Those negative reviews, and usually people don't bother to write negative reviews anymore. They just give you a 1 or 2 star. They don't even write anything. Those can really help an author
mhm,
because especially when you're starting out, if you don't have a lot of reviews and say you've only got 15, 20 reviews and they're all 5 star, Amazon starts to look at you like, yeah, you're not a real author.
mhm.
Those negative reviews help an author by making them look to Amazon like they're legitimate because Amazon knows, Stephen King doesn't get all 5 star reviews, right? Clancy doesn't get all 5 star reviews. Patterson, these people don't get all 5 star
Mhm.
reviews. So those lower reviews actually validate you as an author. So
And I'll
even
be
though they
honest,
hurt, they're
as
good
a
for
reader, I don't read 4 and 5 star reviews. I only read 1, 2, and 3 star reviews because I want to see what people didn't like about it. And when they start complaining because, oh, well, this book that I read by a Christian publisher was so preachy, I don't put any emphasis on the review
you.
because it probably is going to be. Um, so yeah, don't be afraid of the 1 star reviews and just keep in mind, even if they're attacking you personally, which some people will do, it's a reflection of them. It's not a reflection of you. You
Exactly.
you don't know what kind of day they're having. You don't know if something even simple or seemingly meaningless to you might have triggered something in their lives out of your book. So it can still hurt. Work through
But
the hurt.
okay, but here's the way to work through the hurt, okay, as an author. when I'm writing the next book and I have to have a really disagreeable, nasty character in there, guess who that character is? Now, I don't use their name because that would not be kosher.
No.
But in the back of my mind, that person who was nasty to me, and I'm talking the nasty ones, that's who I'm thinking when I write that nasty person in my book.
So that's the time, just the takeaway here. Take time to process the negative review
Yes.
and then just keep writing. Work on
And
the
be
next book.
thankful for them because they validate you as a legitimate author, even though they're hurtful sometimes.
Come back next week, and I promise we won't talk about negative somethings.
We won't.
Until then, I'm Karen Beery.
And I'm Peg Thomas. See you next
Bye.
time.